Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. M.K. Dev from the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, Assam Downtown University. Today, I shall discuss the Introduction to Rural Sociology. In order to gain an understanding of rural social structure, we first clarify what we mean by social structure. Then we can relate this understanding of the concept to ethnographic description of society in the rural areas of India. Number one, social structure. Human world is composed of individuals. Individuals interact with one another for the fulfillment of their needs. In this process, they occupy certain status and roles in social life with accompanying rights and obligations. Their social behavior is patterned and gets associated with certain norms and values, which provide them guidance in social interaction. There emerge various social units such as groups, community, associations, and institutions in society as a product of social intercourse in human life. In this scenario, social structure is conveyanced as the pattern of interrelated statuses and roles found in a society constituting a relatively stable set of social relations. It is the organized pattern of the interrelated rights and obligations of persons and groups in a system of interaction. Now let us know about rural social structure in India. India is a country of ancient civilization that goes back to the Indus Valley civilization, which flourished during the 3rd millennium BC. Since then, except for the brief interlude during the Rig Veda period, when the urban centers were overrun, rural and urban centers have existed in India. Rural and urban centers share some common facts of life. They show interdependence, especially in the sphere of economy, urban-ward migration, and townsmen or city dwellers' dependence on villages for various products, suppose food grains, milk, vegetables, raw materials for food industry, and increasing dependence of villagers on towns for manufactured goods and market. Despite this interdependence between the two, there are certain distinctive features which separate them from each other in terms of their size, demographic composition, cultural moorings, style of life, economy, employment, and social relations. Rural people live in settled villages. Now there are three main types of settlement patterns that have been observed in the rural areas. The most common type is the nucleated village that found all over the country. Here, a tight cluster of houses is surrounded by the fields of the villagers. An outlying hamlet or several satellite hamlets are also found to be attached to some villages in the case. Number two. Secondly, there are linear settlements in some parts of the country, in Kerala, in Konkan, and in the delta lands of Bengal. In such settlements, houses are strung out, each surrounded by its own compound. However, there is little to physically demarcate where one village ends and another begins. The third type of settlement is simply a scattering homesteads or clusters of 2 or 3 houses. In this case, also, physical demarcation of villages is not clear. Such settlements are found in the hill areas in the Himalayan foothills and in the highlands of Gujarat and in the Satpura range of Maharashtra. Further, we find that the size of the village population is small and density of population is low in comparison with towns and cities. India is rightly called a country of villages. According to 1981 census, there were 4,029 towns and almost 5,57,137 inhabited villages in the country. By the year 1991, this number increased to 4,689 towns and 5,80,781 villages. According to 2001 census, there are 5,161 towns and 6,38,365 villages. That again includes uninhabited villages in India. Moreover, as per 2001 census, figures about 72% of the total population live in villages. Further, rural life is characterized by direct relationship of people to nature, that is land, animal and plant life. Agriculture is the main source of livelihood. For example, in India, agriculture provides livelihood to about 58% of the labor force. Now, long-enduring rural social institutions in India continue to be family, kinship, class and village. They have millennia-old historical roots and structures. They encompass the entire field of life, social, economic, political and cultural of the rural life. The complexity of social norms and values, statuses and roles, rights and obligations is reflected in them. Therefore, now we will discuss them separately in the subsequent sections. So this is the basic understanding of rural sociology in India. Thank you.